Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, Democrats were able to do something that is pretty big news, and I don't think it's gotten nearly enough press this week. I don't think it's gotten nearly enough coverage. So, they were able to oust a Republican mayor, and it has Republicans a bit freaked out. So before I get into these details, please do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button below this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. It's free for you, helps the show tremendously. So I appreciate that. And a big shout out to everybody who helps with donations for the show. You really do help the show to keep going. So here's what's going on and what happened. This week, Democratic candidate John Ewing Jr. won a mayoral race in Omaha, Nebraska. This could be the canary in the coal mine for the midterm election. This seat had been held by a 12-year incumbent. So this woman is a Republican. Her name is Jean Stothert. She has been in there for quite a while. She was considered to be unbeatable. And she had really tried to align herself with Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. She endorsed Trump in 2024. In her mayoral race, she was leaning into the transgender fear-mongering, all the hate. So the Democrat ended up using this to his advantage, and he really tied her to Trump and his administration, and it worked. He did this so effectively that this Stothert woman, she was forced to come out and respond. At one point, she issued a statement. She sarcastically said, quote, "Donald Trump does not call me and ask for advice." And what really has Republicans concerned the most is that in her last election, her last re-election, Stothert received 65% of the vote. And Democrats had tried and failed to oust her before. But this week, he beat her, he beat Stothert, and she conceded the race when he was up by almost 11,000 votes, and there were only 7,000 more to count. Now, I think it ended up being just under 10,000 that he won by. So here's the thing. The Republicans, there hasn't been a lot of talk about it, but the few who have talked about it are like, yeah, this is kind of a political earthquake. So, for instance, Nebraska's Republican governor, Jim Pillen, he told a local news outlet that Stothert's reelection should have been a, quote, slam dunk. He blamed it, though, on basically like voter apathy that, oh, well, people thought that she was just a shoo-in. They thought that she would easily win. And so they just didn't come out and vote and blah, blah, blah. It's a bit of a cope there by the governor, in my opinion, because, he doesn't know why Republicans didn't turn out for her. He doesn't know why they didn't show up. I mean, Donald Trump is flailing. He's losing support. Republican voters may not have come out and voted right now because they're unhappy with what's going on. Doesn't mean that, they just, thought that she would win and so they didn't bother. Sure, there was some of that, but he doesn't know. Maybe some of them even cast their ballot for Ewing. Hopefully somebody will do a full analysis so that we can get to the bottom of it and figure it out. But this appears to be another rejection of the MAGA agenda. I mean, we saw what happened in that Wisconsin Supreme Court race. Total blowout with the liberal winning easily, handily, even with Elon Musk there, literally paying people to vote. And, even though Democrats didn't win those special elections down in Florida, those two races were way closer than what was predicted. I mean, you're talking about a ruby red state of Florida and then two very red districts, two districts that Donald Trump won easily by far. So clearly there are some things shifting in the country. Let's hope this is a good sign of things to come. Let's hope that this is a bellwether for the midterms. This area typically is. That's the thing. I think that is what has some Republicans so freaked out about this is because that area of the country ends up typically being a bellwether and foretelling what's going to happen in the next election. So hopefully it keeps up this way. Hopefully Democrats continue to win in these special elections, or at least, coming close enough that it is freaking out the Republicans. Although I will say maybe it's better if they don't. Maybe it's better if, midterms come as a shock, because if we have too many wins between now and then, it might wake them up a little bit. The MAGA Republicans might go, oh my God, what is going on? We got to get out and vote in the midterms. So maybe it's better if it's kind of a sleeping giant until the midterms. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please share, and subscribe if you have not. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.